I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you. I have to say this, all the glory has to go to God. I mean, God had his hands all over us tonight. And our kids just really care about each other. Our coaches care about our kids. And we just kept fighting. And it's just a real testament to faith. It's a real testament to just not ever saying die. As a coach, I'm always trying to encourage my kids to continue to believe. But I was motivated by them, to be honest with you, a lot of times. They just would not fold. And I'm so proud of them. On the last play, on the Hail Mary, Torrey told Dallin, be ready for the tip. And, it's something we practice every week, every Friday. And to go the length of the field, I think 88 yards in, about 30 seconds, is pretty amazing. And shoot, we almost got 2 onside kicks. Pretty unique game. The game was a game we didn't play very well offensively. We didn't run the ball effectively, and I knew that was going to be a big part of this game. When you play Boise, you have to get some really quality runs to be effective offensively, and we did not do that early on. I thought our defense was fantastic early on, getting the turnovers, and then we just couldn't find the end zone to really help them earlier in the game. And then just the last 5 minutes is pretty incredible. I imagine there'll probably be a lot of people that years from now that'll say that they were at this game and probably went home early. So, it is what it is. It's probably the most amazing game I've ever had a chance to coach in. Just to see a group of guys just continue to fight and make things happen. Really got to give Braden a lot of credit for keep fighting and his skill players. Lewis Brown grew up tonight. We challenged him. I showed the team some clips from our Nevada game 2 years ago, and we beat them. And we had a lot of similar qualities. I mean, we had a receiver that had to grow up and really be depended on by his teammates, and I think Lewis did that tonight. He did some good things. I was proud of him. Torrey Horton, what can you say? Dallin Hoker, what can you say? Mo Camara, just unbelievably relentless player. His will in the second half, just continuing to come after the quarterback, it kept us in the game. It just gave us a chance. And so I'm so proud of our coaches. I'm so proud of our players. I just appreciate the support that we gotten from our administration. And it was we needed a breakthrough win, and we finally got one tonight. So that was big.
Coach, some games, some wins seem beyond words, and it seems that way for you a little bit tonight. But could one of them be transformational for this team?
Yeah, I think. We've been working really hard. We had a lot of prideful kids. We're working to play a certain style. We want our football to look a certain way, and we want to play hard. We want to play physical. I've been very humbled. After the CU game, Jerry Glanville calls me, and I don't know Jerry Glanville from the man on the moon, and I've always admired and watched him as a coach. And he has a reputation of being a very physical defensive coach and admires that in teams. And he just called to tell me he liked the way our kids played, and I appreciated that. And it means a lot how we look to our fans, to our former players. It matters when you play hard, And so just really proud of the effort that our team has put forth. And it doesn't always look pretty, but eventually if you play that way, you're going to get a breakthrough, and I was happy to see us get one tonight.
The design of the Hail Mary, it seemed like watching the replay, Dallin by design is supposed to trail that play and look for a tip.
Yep.
Is that exactly the way he's
It's exactly how it's designed, and Lewis has just shown he's had a lot of opportunities where he showed he could really go up vertically, and so we put him at the point, and his job is to go up and try to catch the ball, and Torrey's the fastest guy, so he goes behind everybody, and if the ball's tipped long, Torrey gets it, and if it's tipped short, Dallin gets it, and so. It happens sometimes. I can't say that I've ever been a part of a game where it happened for us until tonight. And so, but it's one of those things you practice every week, and, tonight the ball bounced our way.
Jay, when you inherit a program, to rebuild, there's a lot of stuff you inherit, past baggage.
Yeah.
There's been a crazy loss to Boise State here. There was a Hail Mary a few years ago, CSU had wiped off. What does it mean to, somewhat vanquish some of those with a win in this style?
I mean, some streaks die hard. I mean, that was one that died hard, and I knew we'd beat them. I just didn't know when, and I was hoping it was going to be tonight. And I did know that we had the guys in that locker room that were capable of beating them if we did the right things. And so, no, I woke up really confident this morning, and I heard some of the scores from last night. That helped my confidence a little bit and put a smile on my face. But besides that, no, I did. I felt good today, I really did. And I appreciate our kids and our coaches. And I just think, it was the ball. It was about time for the ball to bounce our way. We've had a lot of hard luck kind of games where it didn't. And the CU game was tough. We played well enough to win that game and probably should have won it, and it got away from us. And so, we have to learn from this game as well, the things that we didn't do well. But we also have to know that we're always in a game. We have guys that can do some pretty special things, and tonight's an example of that.
And how about Jordan? I mean, there's the chaos of the final play, there's a penalty, and he has to be calm.
Yeah, that was chaotic, and that's probably my favorite extra point ever in my coaching career. And he hit it well, and just really proud of him. And Patty had another good night punting the ball. He's really improved his game. He's got a lot of confidence, and Torrey was really quiet for several quarters, but all of a sudden, you just can't keep good players down for very long. They're going to eventually show up, and Torrey did, and he had a couple he had his hands on that he didn't come down with, and earlier in the game that he usually does. And he was banged up a little this week. He didn't practice much, so he wasn't really smooth in everything he was doing. And I also want to say this, Kennedy McDowell's in the hospital, and we're praying for him, and he's still getting some tests done, and we'll get more information on him. I'm going to go see him when we get done here, but we're hoping that he'll be fully recovered, hopefully.
Did you feel the team kind of rally after that moment?
No question. It was a physical game, and there's a lot of things that went on during the game, but there's no question that our team was fighting hard for each other and rallying behind Kennedy and some of our other guys. But no, there's no question that was one of the rallying points tonight.
When's the last time you got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty in a game?
I really don't think that was deserving. I've done a lot worse. I told him that too. I said, really? I was just trying to protect our kids. And that's part of an official's responsibility, is to control the game so kids don't get hurt, and so I was just disappointed at some of the hits that our kids were taking. And so,
Some of us were at both of these games the last 2 nights. What was going through your mind as the ball's going up in the air? Can you remember? Did your mind just go blank in that moment?
at the end of the game,
Yeah, on the Hail Mary play.
no, and when the Hail Mary,
When the ball's going in the air, what?
I just was hoping that one of our guys would come down with it. And, I'm just very grateful.
Jay, for a
Just
couple
very
of weeks,
grateful.
you've been asking, you've just been saying if you get players to do their jobs, things would be fine. And you had a lot of guys do that tonight. Peter Montini played some big snaps for you. Vince Brown with, recovering the first onside kick. You starting to see that message get through and guys just really focusing on when they have to be there in the big moment?
No, when you play a game and you have to fight and scratch and claw to have a chance to win, you have to do a lot of things that you're coached to do, a lot of things that happen in practice. And we did, we've done some, in our first 6 games, we've done some amazing things on special teams. I mean, some of the plays we've made, the returns, we've had a punt return for a touchdown, a kick return for a touchdown. We've had a fake field goal for a touchdown. I mean, I've never been a part of a game where we got 2 onside kicks, and we almost got 2 tonight. And we'll see what the film says, but those are amazing plays, and then Jordan having to kick the extra point to win it tonight. So I'm really proud of our kids' special teams. They're really putting the time in and spending extra time with coach and learning their assignments, and it's paying off. That's how you win games like this, by doing things on special teams.
Mike asked you about whether this could be transformational, so this is a little bit of a repeat. But is this reinforcing, did you need the reinforcement that you're doing the things the right way and we'll get it done?
Yeah, absolutely. I think whenever you win, it reinforces all the hard work that everybody puts in, and it confirms with the kids that if they invest the time and the effort, that special things can happen for them. And these kids will remember this game the rest of their lives. So will I. It's just that's the cool thing about sports, and I'm just so proud of all the coaches. And we hadn't played very good defense, after last week, and there's a lot of soul searching this week. Our guys were disappointed, upset, embarrassed, and they're prideful. The coaches are prideful, the players are prideful, and they came out, they wanted to play great defense tonight, and they were motivated to. And, Henry Blackburn and Jack Howell and Mo Camara, those guys were ready to play. And I'm so proud of those guys as they come in the room. And, and we had a lot of guys like that. All these guys standing on the wall over here, did some amazing things tonight, and found a way to come down with balls that didn't look like we were going to catch them. And passionate leaders, and so that love this university. So I'm so proud of all of them. They deserved a night like tonight, and we've been working hard. We've been disappointed, but we knew this was coming. We just didn't know when, and so I'm just happy it happened tonight.
Anything else?
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jim.